Hello, happy almost new moon. We've got a new moon coming up in Virgo. Sun and moon are in Virgo, opposite Neptune in Pisces. We've got a lot of energy moving us into sovereignty. You know, Virgo is the sign of the Virgin. And this is a virgin in the way of someone that belongs to themselves, right? There's no part that hasn't been brought into the whole. There's no part that's been cast out as bad or wrong or unlovable or, beyond healing, beyond repair. Virgo wants to bring all the parts together and will painstakingly find the parts, like sift through the rubble, sift through the ash, find all those parts that have gone without love, that have been put in the shadows. And so bringing those into love, bringing those pieces that have been cast aside into absolute unconditional love, like not the kind of unconditional love that's like, okay, I'm going to love you if you'll change, I'm going to love you, and then maybe something will shift. No, this is full surrender into all the parts of us, right? We don't get to choose how what darkness we hold. Yeah, what darkness our lineage holds, what darkness the land that we are, inhabiting currently holds. But we can love it. We can hold it all in love. And this is power. This is incredibly potent medicine for the times we're living in right now. And this Pisces sort of Neptune energy is really calling us into that. It's really calling us into loving what is here and using our love as a force of change, as a force of evolution, as a force that can hold a lot of pain. And so this new moon's really asking us to do this, of course, for ourselves first. If we're not doing this for ourselves, if we haven't integrated these parts that have been hurting, that have been wounded, that have been cast aside, if we can't do that for ourselves, good luck trying to hold the pain of the world. Getting a lot of messages lately around how can I possibly hold all of this pain in the world? I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. But I do know that love is like the most powerful medicine we have available to us. And so when we start there and when we start here, right, like this space, self-sovereignty in this space, I'm going to love this space, our capacity widens. We become like the Mississippi. We can hold massive amounts of pain and sorrow and grief and fire and ash. And so this moon is really calling us into this kind of medicine. It's calling us into, first being able to pick up the pieces that are wounded, to look at them, really, really look at them, to love them, and to find the clarity there, to really find the clarity and what are the patterns. And, because when we have the full presence, when we have our full conscious presence on whatever the wounding is, it naturally will shift, right? When we pay attention to things, they start to adjust, especially when we pay attention with love. So I want to share a short practice with you today that you can do anywhere on the side of a river if you like. And this is a mix of a couple different styles of yoga. So Hatha and Kundalini. And so the first part, we're going to do a little breath of fire. So I want to say first, if you are pregnant, you're not going to do breath of fire at all. You'll just do long, deep breathing instead. Also, if you're bleeding, if you have a uterus and you're bleeding, you can sit out the breath of fire and just do long, deep breathing instead as well. So we're going to start with the hands. We're going to make two different triangles. We're going to start here, and in this triangle, downward pointing, thumbs touch right at the belly button. This is connecting us to the earth energy. We're going to do a little breath of fire. Inhale, then we're going to hold the breath in, and you're going to flip that triangle up, send that energy up into the heart. So here we have an upward pointing triangle. Thumbs meet kind of right between the nipples, and the index fingers point straight up, sort of moving towards the third eye point. Right? Then we're going to hold the breath here, and you're going to feel all this energy that we've been gathering from the earth come up into the heart. And then you're going to stretch your arms up overhead and allow that energy to sort of sprinkle down through your auric field. And then we have a little mantra that we're going to do to really allow us to focus at the third eye. So, breath of fire, let's begin with that lower downward pointing triangle. Breath of fire is, many of you know it, I'm sure, but you can stick out your tongue and pant. You can see my belly moving. Bring the tongue in the mouth and do that same breath in and out through the nose. This is breath of fire. Keep going. Keep going with the breath and holding this triangle, imagining you are drawing earth energy, this stabilizing, nourishing, nurturing, but also fiery, right? This magma, this lava from the center of the earth, this kundalini rising up in through the root, through your genitals, into that low belly, right in the center of that triangle. So gathering this energy, allow the genitals, the pelvic floor to soften and release towards the earth, and continue that breath of fire, gathering energy. Now, you can continue this a little longer if you like, but we're going to move on to the next piece. So inhale deeply, flip the triangle up, move it to the heart, hold right here at the heart center, hold the breath in, and feel all this delicious earth energy rising up into this heart, filling your heart with love, bringing power to your love, bringing conviction and courage and stamina into your love, into your heart. Now exhale, bring the hands up past the third eye, up into the sky, sweep the arms down, wiggle the fingertips, sort of distributing that energy through your auric field, touching the fingertips to the ground, and relax the breath, and just rest a moment here, noticing how you feel. And then bring the palms up on the knees, focus at the third eye, and silently to yourself, focusing at the third eye, eyes rolled up and in, tongue resting at the roof of the mouth, chanting sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma. Inhale deeply, hold the breath in. Hold the breath, the awareness at the third eye. And exhale. So you can repeat that series again and again, as many times as you like, drawing the energy up from the earth, anchoring it at the third eye point, balancing these three centers and bringing you into that alignment with the earth, with your love, and with your clarity of vision. I'm offering more juiciness on the new moon, September 17th, 6 p.m. Central Time. I'd love to have you there. You can find out more on my website, NicoleNardoni.com/events. Thank you all so much, and happy almost new moon. Mwah!